everyone! Today is a bit of a special video because today is your local Menace to Society's birthday. I know! I am now old. And I thought, since it's my birthday and I just hit 1K, thank you guys so much, I thought that one thing I could do that would be so special and fun is do a art journey video. Basically showing all my art from when I was a little girl up until now. Basically, my journey starts back when I was in elementary school. I was the kid who loved going to art class and drawing on paper with crayons, basically anything I could get my hands on, and I often was praised for it as a child from my peers or by my teachers, and that really motivated me as a child to, draw more, and I really enjoyed it. I actually was asked to draw several things for school, like as you just saw there, that was a play that I did in my elementary school, and they asked me to make the cover. And I loved making little things for my friends in class, and of course a pink cat, because I love cats. And yeah, in elementary school, I was dubbed as like the art kid, and people would often come to me to draw things for them. I also dabbled in writing and creating my own stories. This is an assignment where I had to do with a classmate where we both made a story together and we illustrated and wrote it. That was really fun, I remember that. And yeah, those self-portraits are really something. Oh, yes, and I loved drawing animals, cute things, and ooh, that's cute. Also, yes, I loved making comics. That's a really funny one right there. But as a kid, I was really inspired by Raina Telgemeier and Jeffrey Brown, the author and illustrators for books like Smile and Jedi Academy, which were huge parts of my childhood, and I really wanted to make books like that for myself. And yeah, this is a sketchbook I got. I actually drew in it like for several years because it's really thick, but I drew a lot of things that I enjoyed. As you saw, there was some Clone Wars. I absolutely love Clone Wars. It's been part of my childhood. Oh, that's... oh my word, yes! I made a Phineas and Ferb self-insert OC. You can read that. It's kind of cringe though. Oh, and I also would make comics of like my friends. And yeah. Oh, is that Voltron? Yeah, I loved drawing. Oh, yeah, I used lots of gel pens because that's back when gel pens were a thing and everyone thought that they were cool. And I was testing a lot of things out. And yeah. Ooh, I did some watercolor and some more drawing. That's when I got into Pokemon, so I drew Eevee and Mickey and my Prodigy character. And now we are moving on to my middle school years. Slay! Who likes middle school? Not me. Ooh, I think I was using a reference for that photo, but yes, middle school is when I got into the world of manga. And I think the first mangas I ever read were Maximum Ride and the Ocarina of Time mangas, and those really inspired me. I also drew things like Disney. I am a huge Disney fan, so I would draw stuff for that all the time. Lots of cute girls, as you can see. There are more to come, don't worry. Ooh, Jasmine, Merida, is that Tiana, I think, and a puppy. And yeah, I remember this sketchbook. I also jumped around a lot in my sketchbooks. I often would draw stuff in it and then come back like 2 years later and continue drawing in it, so if things look out of place, that's why. Here are some more drawings, a Pikachu. And yes, this is really when I started playing around with like what style I wanted, because at the time I didn't really know. Whatever artist inspired me in the moment is kind of how I would draw. Like I mentioned, Raina Telgemeier, Jeffrey Brown, I think Sarah Anderson was another artist, and of course, manga artists. So if that's why things look very weird and inconsistent, that's why. And yeah, oh, Serena! I love Pokemon, so I got excited when I saw her. Oh, there's a Jeffrey Brown character. I guess I was drawing that. Ooh, see what I said about those artists? Oh my word, I made a Star Wars self-insert character. That's kind of cringe. Ooh. Yes, so if things seem like very out of place, it's because, like I said, I would jump around in sketchbooks. Oh my word, Joy from Inside Out! Ooh, Yes, lots of cute girls. I remember this. This was a comic I made for a civics assignment, and that one was for a science assignment. And yeah, this is where I started getting more into the manga style. And of course, my love, Haku, he's there. Naruto. And then, yeah, I tried making little comics and, drawing what I thought was fun in the moment. I often would draw just straight in pen, so that's what a lot of these are. Lots of Pokemon, cute girls, that's basically what I drew. Was that a Voltron OC? Oh, Serena! I love Serena. I get excited whenever I see her. Oh yes, I remember these. Yeah, I did a lot of black and white pen drawings when I was in middle school. And I also got into anime in middle school, so I got in lots of fan art of animes in middle school. Like magical girl shows like Tokyo Mew Mew and Cardcaptor Sakura. I loved drawing. And yeah, as you can see, there's Sakura and Shaoran from Cardcaptor Sakura. And some random girls that I drew because, like I said, I only drew cute girls and Pokemon. And yeah, I think here I was trying to get used to drawing in this style, hence I drew in it a lot. And I did a lot of practicing. And I remember this is when I started getting praised for my art. And even though I look back at it now, and I honestly don't think it's that good, but yeah, I got praised for it. Oh, those are me and my friends as Avatar characters. And speaking of Avatar, I drew Zuko, Azula, and Blink. Oh, this is a little bit out of the timeline, but this is another notebook I drew in during middle school. Again, I was still sketching and trying to find a style that I liked and just goofing around and doing whatever. Lots of cute girls, they are always there. If you are an artist, you probably have an abundance of cute girl drawings like I do, and yeah. And this is also when I started doing digital art, so here we go. Wha-bam! Digital art on screen right now. Wowee, gee willikers, so crazy. Oh my word, Promised Neverland. That was a huge phase that I had. But in this sketchbook, I remember I spent a lot of time on. It basically was all fan art, and it all looks very the same of grayscale black characters with pencil. And I don't know why I did that. It doesn't really look that nice, but I did a lot of drawing in this. I'm not going to go through the entire thing just because there is a lot of content in it, but I drew lots of fan art for shows and animes and characters that I liked, like Promised Neverland, Cardcaptor Sakura, etc. In this sketchbook, I did colored pencil. Wow, we went outside the comfort zone of black and white, guys. We're improving! And yeah, it's at this point that I feel my style got a lot more chibi-ish, and a lot of people pointed that out to me. And when I noticed that, I was like, I don't know if I like that or not. So I was very experimental towards the end of the sketchbook, and yes, it was a lot of fun. And this sketchbook, yay! Basically, it was all in colored pencil, and for that reason, all the drawings are for some reason super faded and not very visible. But I had a lot of fun with this sketchbook. I think the majority of it was filled over summer break, and I started playing Genshin, so there's tons of Genshin characters in here, OCs that I didn't really have anymore, and lots of Haikyuu fan art. And of course Link, because if you also are an artist, you draw lots of Link. Yes. And yeah, that was our sketchbook. And moving on to this sketchbook, it basically was just a continuation of the last one. I remember I became very systematic in my sketchbooks, and I didn't really go out of my comfort zone and try to do different mediums or test out different things. And that's why I think my growth was not as very good. I don't know if that makes sense, but I didn't really step out of my comfort zone in that sketchbook. And here's some more digital art that I did. Well, pow! Crazy! I know! These are some of the pieces that I was once proud of, and now I look at them and I'm like, they're okay. They're something. I used to make my heads and my eyes freakishly huge, and then everything else out of proportionately small. It was so funny. And yes, now we're on on to high school. Woo! I am indeed in high school, guys. I'm not 11. Please don't tell me that. Okay, I already get told all the time I sound like Ash Ketchum and Vanellope, so please don't encourage it. But this sketchbook is where I think I have had the most growth ever. And that's because that's when I really tried drawing realism and studying from life. That really propelled my growth exponentially, as well as no longer trying to be like stagnant or very repetitive in my sketchbook. I tried to make every page look unique and stand out from the last. And I think that really helped me to grow in my art. And here is some more digital art during this time. I think I really did improve from before. And that's natural. I draw a lot, so improvement is, to be expected. But yeah, I think I also became very routine in how I did digital art as well. And I think that also stunted my growth in digital art a bit because I wasn't really going outside my comfort zone and testing new things out, and everything was just the same. So I feel like I have more improvement to come. But yes, that is my digital art. And now we are on to this sketchbook. I do have tours of this one and the next one, but to this one I really was missing doing more anime stylized art, so that's what I did a lot of here. But I tried to incorporate more realism and life drawing and studies in the sketchbook. I did some online drawing courses, so that's what you can see on there. And yeah, I drew lots of fan art. Again, it's me, I do fan art, and I really started experimenting with colors, different mediums like markers, layering pens, and trying to experiment with finding my own style aside from just basic anime, I guess. Trying to find my style more identifiable. And in this sketchbook was the first time I ever did Inktober. I participated in Magical Girl Tober. You can find the tour of it here on my channel. But basically, I drew a magical girl for every day of October, and here are some of my favorites. It was a lot of fun, and I just gotta draw a bunch of cute girls, because you can never escape them. Cute girls are just everywhere. You can never leave them. And this is a sketchbook that I toured very recently, so I'm gonna go quite quickly through the pages. But yeah, I did a lot of pen and marker drawings and some watercolor. I didn't really do that many studies, but I did think I helped get used to using more mediums, as well as just experimenting with my art style in general, trying to branch out and try new things. And yeah. And now we are moving on to the present day. So now I have a new sketchbook that I will be showing you some pages from. This sketchbook is like my watercolor era because I've been doing lots of straight and pen drawings with watercolor, a lot of OC art, which I have not done because I'm a fan art girl, but studies, watercolor, OC art, really getting down the fundamentals and studying things from life. I've been doing a lot, so yeah, lots of still lifes. And here I have some digital art from from recently. This really more so shows my art now. And I would say I'm kind of in an art puberty right now because I don't know if I want a smooth glossed look in my art, or do I want it to be textured and messy and painterly. I'm still experimenting with what I want my art to be, and I still don't know, and that's okay because art is an ever-changing thing and we always find new things and learn things all the time. And yeah, I also kind of wanted to make this video to debunk the theory that artists are born with this ability to just create art. Like we come out of the womb with a pencil able to create the next Mona Lisas because we are child Picassos. That's not true. If you looked at this video, you could see that as a child, my art was not amazing. And people look at me now, like, oh wow, you're so talented, I could never. I'm like, girl, do you see how many hours I put into practice? You wouldn't be saying that if you knew. And I think there's this one quote by Pablo Picasso that goes, every child is an artist. It's just a matter of remaining one after we grow up. And I think that's where a lot of people are coming from. I'm good at drawing because I kept on going and pursuing it after childhood, whereas people who usually aren't into art drop it after their childhood, and that's why their art hasn't improved at all and stays at the level of their child self. And I hope that in this video you got inspired and that my journey can help you on yours. Thank you so much for watching. I had a lot of fun, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!